Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we bring to you just on Remi Surutu. Yes, like we always say, there is no better time to lose a loved one, as Remi Surutu just lost her mother at the age of 101. Yes, Mama has lived a fulfilled life as she has grown to see her children, her grandchildren, and her great-grandchildren. I said earlier, there is no better time to lose a loved one, most especially one's mother. Remi Surutu took to her Instagram page to share this heartbreaking message and shared a picture of her mother. The picture shared online by Remi Surutu, it's so hard for anyone to believe that Remi Surutu's mother aged 101 because she was still looking beautiful, her skin was still flawless, and she doesn't look her age at all. Sharing this with a caption, she said, "Mommy is gone at 101, words fail me." This was Remi Surutu sharing this on her social media page. And of course, our colleagues in the Nollywood industry have all paid their condolences, letting her know that she has done her very best taking care of Mama before her passing, and may her gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Wumi Toriola said, Grandma, you fought. You lived a fulfilled life. At real Remi Surutu, you did everything humanly possible, but God knows best. Grandma, may your soul rest in perfect peace. The real Remi Surutu, Ekua Temora. Ronke Shodi said, may Mama's soul rest in peace. At real Remi Surutu, sorry, Auntie me. Chotaya Gaga said, may her soul rest in peace. Take heart. Ronke Odusaya said, may her soul rest in peace. Kemi Afolabi said, OMG, RIP Grandma. Please take heart, Mama. At the real Remi Surutu. And Ella Badon said, may her soul rest in peace. Adoni Ade said, oh my. Fumi Awelewa said, my condolences, ma. R.I.P. Grandma. Sindodo, Security Sindodo said, sorry about your loss, sis. May Grandma's soul rest in peace. These are many more were the condolences she received from our colleagues in the Nollywood industry, praying that Mama's soul rest in perfect peace. Recalling that Remi Surutu lost her daughter, whose name is Elizabeth, to the cold hands of death. She died of sickle cell anemia. It was a painful exit for Remi Surutu as she mourned her daughter in a way that a lot of people thought she had just that one daughter. But to the glory of God, second daughter Ajike got married and gave birth to a baby girl. And this was the consolation for Remi Surutu, stating that her first daughter has come back to her through granddaughter as they look so much alike. She was grateful, she was happy, she was fulfilled in the end. Sharing this in an interview with Dave Beats, she said, words cannot describe the joy I am experiencing. I am now a grandmother. My second and only surviving daughter was delivered a baby girl last Thursday. I believe my late daughter, firstborn, is back with me. There is no more weeping for me. The baby is my late daughter's carbon copy. The emptiness of these past years has disappeared and I feel so fulfilled. I never knew I would become a grandmother this soon. My daughter is a career-oriented person. She is not really marriage-centric. So when things began to fall into place, it came as a surprise. I know God spoke to her for me. As a matter of fact, my daughter and her spouse told me they were not ready for a child. The only ceremony we have had was the introduction, a formal way of introducing both families to one another. We had planned their wedding for December. Remi Surutu also admitted that she still missed her late daughter. She added, I still cry and miss my daughter, but my grandchild is my succor now. On July 2 every year, I visit my daughter's grave. I also go there on my birthday. Hers too. I just go there to pray because of all I had gone through. A lot of people were happy for me. I have received so many congratulatory calls and messages. I can say she came back at the right time. This was Remi Surutu sharing this today, but she further explained that she would actually love to immortalize her daughter, that is her late daughter. Sharing this, she said her daughter was a giver, she had a good heart, and she planned on immortalizing her. In her words, she said, I plan to immortalize my daughter by establishing a foundation in her honor. This is because she was always willing to impact people's life. I never knew I was going to lose my daughter, but she was encouraging me to go ahead to start helping people. Despite being hospitalized at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, my daughter insisted that I offset other patients' medical bills. So many doctors can attest to the fact that I was paying other patients' bills. I bought drugs for countless patients. I also paid for dialysis treatment for so many patients. Some were discharged and couldn't pay their bills, and I paid for them. It was Remi Surutu explaining this. Remi Surutu will definitely miss her mother, as she has had a fair share of mother and daughter moments while growing up. She shared with the Punch News that her mother never wanted her to be an actor, and also she became a mortician because she wanted to spite her mother. Since her mother told her not to go into acting, she would do something even more scarier than going into acting. Shared, I am not someone that can be easily predicted. There was a time I used to work at a funeral home, Ebony Casket to be precise. I dined the living and the dead. I worked at Lasuth inside the morgue with Auntie Taiwo Ogunshola. I wanted something different, a rare field to play in. I felt that if my mother did not want me to do what I wanted to do, then I would do something extremely different. I wanted to frustrate her. She only said, "You this child again." I was not scared when I was working at the morgue because I did not kill them, they died. If no one takes care of the dead, who will? The fact that some people think that you may see some metaphysical things when working in the morgue is a lie. I did not see anything out of the ordinary while working there. To explain that she was mommy's girl, and this was one of the things that made it difficult for her to join the movie industry. Explaining her ordeal with her mother, she said, "Initially, I was sneaking out of the house to model for some advertising agencies like Latins, OBM, and the Concept Unit at Surulere. There was a time we went for an audition at the NTA and I was picked because at that time my cousin had introduced me to acting. At that stage, I had to leave the house and return the next day. If you look at my left here, my mother caught me there while she was dealing with me. I went to shoot with an NTA crew overnight on the island with Danla Dibako for the movie Sparks. And while we were shooting the movie, I was not bothered because I told myself that at a point I was done with school and I was a big girl. By the time I got to my lens, that my mother was so worried that she had looked for me everywhere. Sadly, it is not like these days where you can reach the person by phone. I can never forget that day because it was my late uncle's driver that took me to the movie location. I begged him to take me to NTA. I got home the next morning, a few hours before she did, and she saw me. She simply said, "Wafe Kuleni, you would almost die today." She called for my elder brother who just arrived in Nigeria from London with his friends and ordered them to beat me blue black. I was thoroughly beaten that day. I remembered a few years ago when I premiered one of my movies, my mother was present, and when she was being interviewed, they asked her if she was proud of her daughter's achievement, and she said yes. After the interview, I called her and reminded her of the beating she gave me, but she just hit my head jokingly. End quote. This was Remi explaining what she had to go through before she became an actress. Well, Remi Surutu's mother is late now, and we pray that a gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Well, guys, there you have it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, drop your comments in the comment section below. Thank you. Bye.